I have been with this girl since high school. We dated throughout college too. My teens and early 20s were about us. The first date we had. Literally our first date. She talked about her ex non-stop. Bad-mouthing him of course, but it was with so much passion that I hated the guy too. Few weeks in the relationship I saw texts on her notifications with this ex's name. Did not comment. We ran into her ex's friends the other day and she left me to go talk to them. She did not even introduce me to them. Literally ran off from our conversation to them. This was early red flags. I ignored all of them. Fast forward, we are now on summer break just before college. Her ex's father dies. Cancer. The funeral fell the same day as our movie date. I had no idea. She tells me when I'm on my way to get her that she is canceling to go for the funeral. He asked for her to come for comfort since they had history. I let her without resistance. I don't know what happened at the funeral, but she recalls that's where the affair started. For the entirety of my degree we had this ex coming in our lives, then she cheats, then we fight, and she comes back asking for forgiveness. I was desperate for acceptance and love cause I had low self-esteem, so I would cry away the pain and not leave her. It happened for years. I was deep down in self-hate and insecurity. I doubted everything. I couldn't even hang out with my friends cause I was so disconnected from the world. She cheated with 2 other guys from high school and said it's because I was insecure and obsessive about her ex, which I was. I followed this guy everywhere. He lived in my head rent-free. I tried to be him. Even bought the same car as his mother's car that he took her out with. Same hairstyle. I did everything. I even befriended guy thinking he will see me as a friend and stop screwing my GF. And at DD&T work, the mere mention of his name around me would have my heart racing. He was my nightmare. I still loved this girl so much I couldn't help it. I even begged the guy to stop. He laughed it off. Last year he fell sick. During this time my relationship was in a good place. I think she wasn't talking to him, though I can't say for sure. This guy died in July. Cancer again. She broke the news to me. I could not hide my joy. She even said she was glad I had nothing to worry about anymore. We agreed on forgiveness and reconciliation. We had it figured out now, right? Well, far from it. The trauma never ended. I still had nightmares about her sleeping with him, kissing him. I confronted her and him, then he said she told him she is single. I put them in a group and asked again, then she snapped and said I ruined her birthday and she is done with both of us cause we have her caught in this competition we have going on. Since he died I have been asking for details of the affair so that my mind doesn't create scenarios and ruin my day all the time. She keeps saying I shouldn't worry about a dead person and I should focus on what we have now. It seems my love and sanity died with him. I'm even more insecure and obsessive because I feel like she is only with me cause he is dead. Today I had the worst panic attack, I just could not help it. I asked for details and she got mad. I decided to end things with her cause I have no peace. Did I do the right thing? I'm afraid I'll be lonely and I judged her over something that happened a year ago. And she apologized for and maybe she changed. Edit, this is me a day later. I have had some time to reflect and I listened to what everyone on this sub said. I am overwhelmed by the love and support. I have never had such a love from anyone in a long time. I am short of words for the confidence I gained in the last 24 hours. I can't go back. I have seen how weak and pathetic I have been for years. I went through all this pain without friends and family. Sharing with you made me feel a lot better. My only source of acceptance and affection was her, and today I found love among humanity. I am learning to love myself. Some people have given me tough love, but it's all love. I appreciate it. Thank you. I won't lie that I don't love or feel anything for her, but I can't go back. I am doing the right thing even though it's hard. Thank you guys. My world has been completely shattered. Less than 24 hours ago, my fiancé, male 26, told me, female 28, that he cheated on me. According to him, it was a one-time thing and he acted completely impulsively. I'm just still so in shock and I feel like I'm in a fever dream. We just celebrated 7 years together as well as his birthday. In my mind, everything was going great, and nothing had been communicated to me otherwise. He is usually a very meticulous person and the biggest overthinker I've ever met, so I can't wrap my head around how he could act so impulsively. The act from searching to the sex happened over the span of maybe 3 hours, according to him. Since we're both young and I'm the first person he's ever been with. In the back of my mind, I was always afraid if maybe he felt like he never had a chance to have fun or enjoy the experience of dating other people. Because of this, I had mentioned to him if he ever was curious that we could talk about things and maybe open the relationship if that's what we decided on. There was no conversation. He acted on his own behind my back, and when I returned home from work he had acted as if nothing had happened and carried on normally. Then he told me the next morning. He had always talked about cheaters being the worst type of people and how he would never ever cheat on me and how he couldn't understand people who did. And now here I am alone in bed at 3 a.m. unable to sleep. He says he wants to be with me and that he screwed up, but I feel like there were so many things that he had to have kept hidden from me because I'm fucking blindsided by all of this. I'm so angry and devastated. I've truly lost my best friend and I'm not sure if there's a way to recover from this. How do you even begin to build trust again? Thanks to everyone who reads this. I just wanted to scream this into the void. I'm just so heartbroken from this breach of trust by the person that I loved most in this world. I've been directed to this sub because my mind is completely destroyed. I cannot stop thinking about what has happened. So here goes. I met a woman on a dating site. We got on extremely well and we ended up sleeping together on the first date. This genuinely isn't something I normally do, but it happened, and from that point on, I made it clear that we're together. She told me how she had a massage business, and she drove an expensive car, 25 pounds K, and I thought my luck was in. A successful woman who likes me. Wow. She'd neglected to tell me she had 2 children, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure I'd have dated her knowing this. But I decided to be open-minded and go for it anyway. Within a few months of the relationship, I decided to call her one night. She didn't answer. She texted me back saying she's tired and going to bed. I said I loved her and we'll see her next week. That next week, I saw a picture on her phone of her in bed with another guy. The date, time I called her. I was beyond heartbroken. Even just a few months in and after being exclusive together. She then admitted he'd paid her £350 to spend the night with her. I asked if she was a prostitute, to which she said she'd never done it before. Time passed and I forgive her as long as she never did it again, and on the understanding that if she ever wanted to do something like that again, she must break up with me first. Fast forward a few more months. We're now 6 months into the relationship when her friends are over and her friend calls her a name that wasn't her real name. I said, WTF is that name? I googled it in the city she lives in, and to my horror, I found out she worked in a massage parlor as an escort. My girlfriend of 6 months. An escort. It wasn't a legitimate massage place. I was heartbroken and horrified at the lie that she'd been keeping. I went home and intended to cool down. She drove up to see me with her 2 children. She asked me if I would stay with her. I said I'm really not sure. This has been too much. Fast forward 2 weeks and I go on the website that discusses escorts, and I see a guy review her saying he's had sex with her for £120. I call her up and ask what is going on. She denied it was her until I pointed out the review said she had a specific mark on her body, so I know it's her. She then admitted it. It took us a long time to get over this. Now 12 months into the relationship. We'd taken the kids on great days out. We were laughing and everything seemed to be getting better, and she wasn't doing those things anymore. One day she said to me, "You mean less than air to me, and I always fancied this other guy." You know I did. She'd been liking some guy's photos on Instagram and she dumped me. I lost my shit at this point. I screamed at her like a madman. She cheated on me twice, lied to me multiple times, and now she was dumping me. Since then, I've been blocked. I can't call or text her. She's going back to the massage parlor to probably do the escort work again. I know deep inside that I can't date her because of this, but the fact she put me through hell made me fall in love with her, then blocked me like I mean nothing. Hurts. I don't know how to get over this or how to stop thinking about it. How can I love someone again? I got lied to and hurt so badly. I tried so hard to forgive her, but she cheated at least twice that I know of.